Hi, welcome back to Bubba Loves and Me. My name is Rebecca and today I want to discuss purpose, the why, our purpose in life and our why. Now, I know a lot of you have probably read and seen a lot of people discussing this very topic, and each person brings their own way of talking about things that some people click with. Some people will get their aha moments with some, and other people will be the ones to give them their aha moments. Hopefully, you watching this get some aha moments or some clarity from this video blog with me. So my belief is we all come here to our human experience with a purpose, a big purpose. During our lifetime, we're going to have many different purposes, many different whys, many different reasons why we choose to live the way that we do. We choose to generate income the way that we do. But it all leads to your big purpose, your big why. I am very, very fortunate that I have undertaken a spiritual journey, an awakening, a transformation, and I've come into flow. I am connected with my big why, my big purpose, and that is to use business and my skills and experience to help people transform their lives for the better and get in contact with their purpose and their why, one-on-one and at a global level. I use my business to validate and uplift and encourage women and children that have been sexually abused. I use my one-on-one coaching practice to help people get in contact with their inner self, their higher self, their main purpose and why. What is it that they're going to do to achieve that? How do they find their own inner peace and self-love, their utopia? This is what I do one-on-one. And this, as I keep going, will be a global thing for me, and I will be traveling the globe as a global citizen to achieve this. So what is it that you think your purpose is? What do you think your why is? What do you think the big purpose is? What I mean by this is, when I started business after 20 years of working in health, a very hard job. I worked in psychiatric hospitals and mainly correctional centres, dealing with maximum security male inmates and sex offenders. I thought that at the time my why and my purpose, and this was right for me at the time, my why and my purpose at the time was to impact the abusers one-on-one, hoping that anything that I said or did would trigger in them something that would stop them from continuing to abuse other people. Then I had my child. She's 20 months now, and my purpose and my why changed. I did not want to go back to those environments where I had a child. I felt very different becoming a mother. There was something about me that became much softer, more feminine and more vulnerable, and I didn't want to put myself back into those situations where life was extremely negative. I attracted a lot of trauma, and I didn't want that impacting on my child. So I went into business. My why at the time was to stay at home with my girl and be a full-time mummy while bringing income into the household through business. And my business was small, and then I started with my business coach and my spiritual coach, and my business became huge. It went from a fashion label of other people's clothing to my own designs to a company where I now have a clothing line, children's books. I'm a transformational business coach, and I'm in the midst of putting an e-course together. So my why and my purpose has the little steps, little whys and little purposes to grow to the big why, where I now have a socially conscious company that will impact on women from human trafficking, saved from human trafficking globally, their children. I will impact globally on parents and children to educate and protect children from being abused sexually. I want to empower children to trust their own instincts and their intuition, to be able to rescue themselves from predators, and to be able to speak up for themselves, to be able to feel safe to tell somebody what is going on with them. That's very important to me. That's a big passion of mine. I myself was abused as a child and spent 10 years getting into the heads of pedophiles. It's very important to me. I'm very passionate about impacting globally, like spreading this education and using my experience to help others. That's a big purpose. It's a big why. It's no longer just about staying at home with my baby. I'm, like I said, a global citizen, and I think that it's my duty, my role, my purpose, my calling to use my own traumas, to use my own dark, negative experiences, to use my professional experience to now impact on others in a way that allows them to find their inner peace and self-love, allows them to grow and thrive, to no longer see themselves as victims, to see themselves as warriors, people that have been strengthened and have come out the other side much brighter than what they were. Because I have said this through 20 years of my career, that the more beautiful the rose, the more fragrant the rose, the more manure that rose had dumped on it over and over again for it to grow that way. So, what's your purpose? What's your why? If you're interested in transformational business coaching and you think that we could have a connection, get in contact with me. I'll give you a free 30-minute strategy session. We can decide whether or not we are compatible as coach and client, and we can go from there. Anyway, thank you so much for coming to my site, and I hope you come back again. Thank you. Bye.